Oh, except for this.
Ooh, Nick! Yes!
Ow!
Come on, we gotta get to the ZPD.
Hey there, Zootopia dedicated fans! Welcome back to our channel. We promised to start the video with some pretty good news. That's right, Zootopia 2 has officially been greenlit. And today, we're gonna discuss its cast, plot, release date, theories, and more. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates on your favorite animated movies. Let's start off with the announcement.
You wasted the day on purpose.
Madam, I have a fake badge. I would never impede your pretend investigation.
Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde will return to our small screens. After what seemed like an eternity, Disney announced that they had given the green light to the much-needed Zootopia sequel. Back in 2016, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde took the world by storm, and Zootopia managed to become one of the best Disney films in the history of the company. With its vibrant world and incredible storylines, which led to wild plot twists, Zootopia is, without a doubt, Disney's most unique animated feature. After 7 years of anticipation, the Disney CEO Bob Iger confirmed that they had given the green light to a sequel. The announcement was made on February 9, 2023, during Disney's Q1 earnings call. Pleased to announce that they have the sequels in the works from their animation studios to some of the most popular franchises, Toy Story, Frozen, and Zootopia. Iger also said that more updates would follow in the upcoming months. It's worth mentioning that these 3 films are actually Disney's most popular and successful animated features. Frozen 2 earned $1.45 billion in 2019. Toy Story 4 made $1.07 billion in the same year, and Zootopia brought over $1.02 billion in 2016. Yeah, you heard that right. Zootopia made over $1 billion. Do we have a release date yet?
You are a clever bunny.
No, we're still waiting for an official release date, but we do know that the sequel is already in works. We believe it's in the early stages of development. Disney is known for spending a lot of money and time on its projects, which is why we don't think the sequel will be hitting the big screen anytime soon. It could take the company up to 5 years to make the film, and that's not an issue. We'll wait as much as they want us to wait, as long as they give the fans a proper continuation that will be just as great as its predecessor. Our guess is that we'll see the follow-up sometime in 2028 at the earliest. But who is on board for Zootopia 2?
Nick!
Judy!
Nick!
Officer Hopps, were you just threatened by that predator?
No, he's my friend.
Is the entire cast returning? Jennifer Goodwin confirmed her return as Judy on Instagram shortly after Disney announced the sequel. The actress posted a photo of Judy next to a pig voiced by her husband Josh Dallas. We know it's Josh Dallas because the actress tagged both Disney Animation Studios and Josh in the post. The caption on the post reads, #Zootopia2. Jason Bateman would have to return as Nick too because, let's face it, he and his co-star were one of the best features of the original film. Other cast members we expect to hear again are Idris Elba as Chief Bogo, Jenny Slade as Dawn Bellwether, Nate Torrance as Benjamin Clawhauser, Bonnie Hunt as Bonnie Hopps, Tommy Chong as Tax, and Shakira as Giselle. Oh, and by the way, Disney spent approximately $150 million on the production budget for Zootopia. This amount, however, does not include additional costs such as marketing and distribution. They'll likely spend a similar amount of money for the sequel. Now, let's dive into some surprising plot details, shall we?
It won't work. Fear always works. And I'll dart every predator in Zootopia to keep it that way.
For a report by Disney, you need to smash that like button if you haven't done it already. Okay, seriously, what should fans expect from Zootopia 2? The first film didn't really end on a cliffhanger, but it sure did leave fans with a lot of questions and plenty of theories. The most popular one suggesting that Nick and Judy are, or will be, a couple. The plot details for the sequel are, as expected, kept under wraps, but one thing we know for sure is that the story will continue its focus on the 2 main protagonists, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. Even though there are some fans claiming that the sequel should focus on some other animal, rather, I think Zootopia will lose its magic if Judy and Nick are not part of the protagonist team. Just like most Disney sequels, Zootopia 2 is expected to continue right after the previous film stopped, with Judy becoming a respected figure in the Zootopia Police Department, and Nick becoming the ZPD's first Fox officer and Judy's partner. Continuing the story with these two while they face new struggles in the fictional town of Zootopia seems like the most predictable plot at the moment. Maybe the next film will include apes. They were the only animals absent from the film. The creators explained their absence by saying they didn't want to include animals that share similarities with humans. Zootopia is much deeper and more complex than we can all imagine. The first film continuously addressed several dark and complex issues. The film uses allegory to mirror real-world problems. One of the most popular examples is a prejudice and stereotyping storyline. The movie explores prejudice by showing how preconceived concepts about different species influence characters' behaviors and attitudes. As you can clearly remember, Judy Hopps faces discrimination simply because of her size. Nick, on the other hand, is stereotyped as cunning and untrustworthy simply because he's a fox. Hopefully, this trend of exploring issues such as discrimination will continue in the next film. The sequel is not the only Zootopia project.
Whatever happened to that jaguar?
The traffic cams would have caught it!
Bingo!
Haha, pretty sneaky!
Zootopia will most likely be turned into a 3-film franchise. I know we would all love to see at least 5 films, but the creators should focus on quality rather than quantity. The sequel is, however, not the only Zootopia project, as there's also an animated spin-off web television series produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios titled Zootopia Plus. The spin-off series was released on Disney Plus on November 9th, 2022 and includes 6 episodes. This is not a direct continuation of the first film because the show is set at the same time as the events in the original movie, and it focuses on the lives of charming characters such as Frou Frou, Giselle, and the unforgettable Flash. It's time for the big question though. Are Nick and Judy a couple?
Yeah, don't think I didn't notice that little item the first time we met. So, let me ask you a question. Are you afraid of me?
Okay, am I the only one shipping Nick and Judy's relationship in Zootopia? Yeah, I know, they're buddies, and there's no logic in a fox and a rabbit being romantically linked, but that didn't stop fans from wishing to see these two together. To be fair, the chemistry between the pair was on a whole other level, which led fans to shipping such a relationship in the first place. There were definitely some sparks. Don't you guys agree? There's also the fact that Judy mentions that she loves Nick by the end of the first films, so yeah, you get my point. Zootopia co-directors Byron and Rich confirmed that there is a deleted scene from the film in which Nick and Judy arrive at Judy's apartment. They think that they will be alone, but Judy's parents and siblings are there and assume Nick is her boyfriend. This means that the idea of Judy and Nick being something more than friends was already on the table, but the creators decided not to go that way. While the first film left us wondering, it looks like the sequel will give a definitive answer to the question. At least that's what Rich Moore said in his 2016 interview with EW. In his own words, Zootopia 2 will explore Nick and Judy's relationship and the possibility of them becoming something more than friends. What do you guys think? Should they become a couple?
Keep going!
No, please stop!
Do not stop this car!
There you have it, everything we know about Zootopia 2 so far. Of course, we expect more updates in the following months, but you need to remember that we're just as excited as you are for the return of Judy Hopps, Nick Wilde, and the rest of the incredible Zootopia characters. While the sequel is far from its release date, it's never too early to come up with theories regarding the plot of the much-anticipated follow-up. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Also, feel free to share your thoughts and hopes for the sequel in the comment section below. We'd love to hear what you think.
I am just a dumb bunny, but we are good at multiplying. Anyway, according to your tax forms, you reported, let me see here,